Targeting Truth, Spiritual GPS.
Have you ever heard the saying that ignorance is bliss? Maybe you've thought, what I don't know can't hurt me. Both of these thoughts are misguided and destructive. We see this play out in our life here on earth. There's no bliss in being ignorant of a fire that's burning down our house. If I don't know that I have cancer, that doesn't keep the cancer from silently killing me. On the contrary, if we knew that either of these things was happening, we might be able to do something to minimize our losses. As a matter of fact, oftentimes our greatest harm comes as a result of our ignorance. The Bible consistently makes the case that God holds us accountable to know Him and to know His ways. On the negative side, God says in Hosea 4, verse 6, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." This was true of the nation of Israel as they fell into captivity to the Assyrians, and it also holds true for each one of us at an individual level. As 2 Thessalonians 1, 7-8 maintains, Jesus is going to punish those who do not know God. We have an obligation to come to the knowledge of the truth. On the positive side, the Bible also communicates that there is a reward for those who do come to know God. Jesus said in John 8, 31-32, "If you abide in my word, then you are truly disciples of mine, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Without a knowledge of truth, slavery reigns. But when we know the truth, liberty abounds. Which do you prefer? I think that most people would want to choose freedom over slavery, yet most people do not make this choice. Why is that? Because freedom isn't free. The reality is that most people aren't willing to pay the price necessary for freedom. Most people aren't willing to search and research. Most people are lazy, and laziness leaves the hard digging up to somebody else. The problem is that this refusal to search for the truth has an even higher price than freedom. It will cost you your eternal soul. Winston Churchill well described the difficulty in searching out the truth. He said, "In wartime, truth is so precious that she should always be attended by a bodyguard of lies." We are in a spiritual war, and lies are everywhere. In order to find the truth, you must be willing to fight through all of the deception. In order to know what God requires for salvation, you must look past all of the man-made falsehoods that attempt to shortcut the way. There's one other major difficulty in finding the truth. It may be the greatest barrier of all. That barrier is you and me. Sometimes the truth hurts. It can be difficult to look in the mirror and be honest about our current condition. However, we should imitate Patrick Henry's resolve when the colonies were contemplating independence. He said, "For my part, whatever anguish of spirit it may cost, I am willing to know the whole truth, to know the worst, and to provide for it." How about you in your spiritual life? Are you willing to face the hard facts about your current condition? Are you willing to admit that you are in need of salvation? Are you willing to admit that maybe all you've done in reference to your salvation is to listen to the words of men? Can you summon up the courage to ask the tough questions and accept the real answers? The important question here is, what does the Bible say? Don't let yourself off the hook. You need to know. The lie is that ignorance is bliss, that what I don't know can't hurt me. The truth is that God will hold you accountable for what you don't know. Ignorance isn't bliss. Search and research. The truth shall set you free. Join us for our next episode, The Sinner's Prayer? In the Bible? Nowhere.
Targeting Truth, Spiritual GPS.